Everyone, welcome. My name is Adrian. Today we will talk about reflecting on intercultural contact as our second week of our Future Learn course. As you may remember from last week, we have talked about approaching an intercultural contact, but today we will talk about reflecting on intercultural contact. So first, let's start with my reference, which is MOOC and Future Learn. MOOC is a massive online course platform that you can find any type of course inside, and Future Learn is one of those courses. In general, Future Learn is an online learning platform in partnership with 23 leading universities, British Council, British Museum, and British Library to provide learning opportunities that let people gain new skills. And in Future Learn course, this week's course is improved by Dr. Heinz Collins from University of Leeds. And let's continue with my content table. First, we will talk about returning home theory, returning home effect. Then we will see some common cultural blocks. We will also talk about preconceptions and assumptions. We will also see some connections and divisions. Then we will talk about what is ethnography, and we will see the evolution of ethnography. So let's start with my first topic, which is returning home. As people spend a lot of time adapting and becoming accustomed to a new environment, it's not surprising that previously familiar things seems strange upon them. As for example, like the old places seem strange, they lose their old captivity in people, or the old habits seem like unusual, like ordinary, and may feel awkward to the people, and we call this effect returning home effect. As you may remember from last week, we have talked about U curve and V curve, W curve, and we saw that after adapting a new environment, if you return your home, we see that the curve goes back to the starting point again. Like, yes, you can remember from the diagram, and we call it returning home effect. I put here a quote that I liked in the MOOC very much, so I want to read it. It's, everything will be similar to how it was before, except us. We are definitely not who we were before. Like, yes, we adapted in a new environment, but when we return home, everything actually is the same. Like, we have changed. Everything stays the same, not changed, but as we are changed, it feels different to us. So this is a returning home effect. We have, as our second topic, we have cultural blocks. Cultural blocks refer to barriers created by societal norms, values, traditions, and expectations that prevent people from thinking freely, being creative, or communicating openly. We have common cultural blocks, like the first one is conformity pressure, like it means feeling forced to think or act like the majority. As our second culture block, we have fear of judgment, like worrying that ideas will seem strange, disrespectful, or inappropriate. And as our third, we have respect for authority, like avoiding questioning elders, teachers, or leaders. And we have tradition-bound thinking, like we've always done it this way mindset, like we cannot change it, we cannot do this in other way, because we've always done it this way. And we, as the last, we have societal norms like restrictions on roles, like gender roles, hierarchy, and etc., and limiting creativity. Unfortunately, these culture blocks have some negative effects, like they limit creativity and problem solving, they reduce open communication, they prevent innovation, and they create bias or misunderstanding in intercultural contact. So these culture blocks are not very good on cultural adoption. As our third topic, we have preconceptions and assumptions. In here you can see a quote again, like class, race, sexuality, gender, and all other categories by which we categorize and dismiss each other need to be excavated from inside. And in here we will talk about the word bracketing. Like, bracketing is a way of looking at and monitoring our thought process by putting preconceptions and assumptions to one side. It's a technique for suspending judgments. Bracketing is a way of sidestepping the device categorizations and ways of thinking that we carry with us, so that we can try at least to depart from them and think differently. So as you can also see in the code, it says that our judgments comes from inside. Like, so for and in adapting a new environment, it can create very blocks again. And for preventing this, we can use bracketing technique. So yes. As our next topic, we have connections and divisions. You can see that there are some, how can we say, activities that connect people, and also in the next we have other activities that creates divisions amongst people. So like a favorite sports team, political views, socioeconomic status, national identity, regional or local affiliations, religion, ethnicity. These are the things that create connections between people. Like, think about and how can we say, society that people don't know each other, but when they start talk, for example, when they learn that, oh, you come from here, I come from here, it can connection between them. But if they sometimes, if they're in different ways, or they have different political views, or they have different global positioning, it can create division, and like we said, it can create judgments inside, so it blocks us to connect with people. So these are the connections and divisions. And yes, in here we have ethnography. Ethnography can be defined as a systematic study of groups of people and their practices. The Greek root word ethnos loosely translates as folk people, tribes, or natives. Ethnography offers you an invaluable resource to learn about societies and the groups of people who live within them. It can help to support successful intercultural awareness and understanding. Ethnography includes a lot of things about the society that it belongs. So when you move to another place, actually you are learning all the ethnographical thing it includes. So ethnography is very important in these cultural adoptioning. And as the evolution of ethnography has changed considerably since its inception, and a range of ethnographic approaches continue to be used. These include documentary filmmaking, innovative fields such as digital ethnography, and the field of education. Like, as everything changes with time, of course, ethnography also changed with time. Like, we have the periods of ethnography, like classical ethnography, and also multi-sited ethnography, autoethnography, digital virtual ethnography. Like, there are a lot of fields ethnography also includes. So yes, this is also ethnography. And this is my bibliography. Like we said, I used the Future Learn MOOC, and I created my presentation through Canva. So thank you for listening to me.